Hi, I'm Juan Martinez, and this is Hard Work, More Money.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.
You guys alive, excited, and full of energy?
Yes.
You guys seem a little low today in energy. What's going on?
No way.
Is it the heat, the summer? The hotter it gets, the more you guys stay here and work the phones. So I hope the summer comes as quick as possible.
Your air conditioning bill must be high.
So did you guys, I know that Dennis mentioned the event last week. Did you guys enjoy the event?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did you get any good ideas on how to list and sell more properties?
Yes.
Okay, all it takes is that one idea to help you get to that next level. Okay? Always keep in mind that the listing agent is the employer in the marketplace, the buying agent is the employee in the market. And there's nothing wrong with placing buyers under contract, okay? We did a lot of it over a 10 or 12 year span, and that's our business, and that's what we do. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You can have as many buyers as you want as long as you control the inventory, okay? If you control your inventory, then you're going to be in charge. That's the name of the game. If you control the inventory, the buyers will come to you. You'll have all the buyers that you want. If you control the inventory, you're going to control your business. And at the end of the day, you want to be in control in your business, because if you have control of your business, you're going to have more freedom, you're going to have more time, you're going to have better time management skills to assist you with that, and ultimately you can make a lot more money by listing a lot of properties. You know, you could do 2, 3, 4, 500 listings a year, okay? You can't do 2, 3, 4, 500 buyer sales, right? We're talking you as an individual, not as a team. So hopefully you got a lot of great information from the event last week on listing more properties. I hope that happened. Now, yesterday I noticed it was a very productive sales floor for being a Monday. We had a lot of great energy going on even in the afternoon. And hopefully from the exposure that you had last week, okay, it influenced you to take a little bit more action. I hope that was the case. I don't know. I assume it caused you to take a little bit more action Thursday, Friday, and yesterday. So when I see the sales floor get active, okay, when I see it as active as it was yesterday, and even more at times, I get really excited. And when I see the energy strong, I know that we have really good momentum. I mean, when the floor is on fire, I know that you guys are listing and selling a lot of properties, okay? So I want to talk to you today about creating a belief system with what you're doing. Every day, you know, and I'm not going to say that it's a lot, but through coaching and talking to a lot of you, I notice that some of you are not buying into what you're doing, okay? And this isn't all of you, this is a few here and there, and this happens to all of us, it happens to me. And sometimes I see that some of you are just going through the motions of just selling, right? You're just in the motions of the day-to-day, okay? And sometimes I see some of you are not working with purpose. And this isn't just with you guys, it's just any agents that are out there. But what I care about is you guys, okay? There's got to be a belief system, okay, behind the goals that you have set for yourself. It's critically important. If you don't have this belief system that you build around what you're doing, then the odds are that you're not going to create the success that you want. Okay? You can't just say, I want to earn $100,000 or $300,000 a year, or I want to close 30, 40, or 50 transactions without having something to back it up, right? You can't just say, I want to list 50 properties this year, but have no backup, no support, you know, no goals around it, right? Or create a belief system around it. Let me give you an example. Creating a belief system for myself, okay? And the reason that I share this with you guys is so that you can create belief systems around what you're doing. What I share with you of my thought process and how I think is because I want you to do the same. Shouldn't be any reason why I hide what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish. It doesn't make sense because we're all working together here, okay? So I started off with the office in the other building, and we had set it up to do 500 deals, and it had 4 stand-up stations. So I had 2 showing agents that would be on the phones, and I would be on the phones, and so we'd always have one open stand-up station just in case somebody wanted to come shadow me from another, you know, from another state. Okay, so the vision was to do 500, and we have those 4 workstations. when we moved, we built out a sales floor that held 13 workstations, which was over there where Fidelity is at now. We outgrew that. That was a full house. Everybody was prospecting. Okay, so then we had a vision to build it bigger, which was a third office. This office here, we had built it out where the sales floor could hold 40 or 50 people. Okay, and we had the private offices. So we knocked out the private offices. Okay, to now, when it's all done, we've knocked it out, and I would say in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. 2 to 3 weeks, we're gonna have a floor that holds about 100 salespeople. Okay, so now that didn't happen because it just happened, right? It started with an idea, and then a vision. So the idea was, hey, 100 salespeople on the floor. Okay, could that happen? Is that possible? That doesn't happen in the industry. It's completely opposite of what is promoted out there. What did Mackenzie say? This office is
Abnormal.
abnormal, right? I like that. We're abnormal. We're different from everybody else. Okay, there's a vision of 100 great salespeople. Okay, doing 20 plus transactions a year. So follow me here. 20 plus transactions a year on the floor, okay, times 100 is how many transactions? 2,000 transactions, average commission around 5 to 6,000, let's say it's 5, okay, is $10 million in gross commissions off of this floor, okay? Now, this doesn't include the executive level agents and a lot of great home office agents that we have. I'm just talking about the floor, okay? Can you imagine the floor, okay, pumping out 2,000 plus transactions a year? This floor right here, can you imagine it happening?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you, that gets me excited, okay? And it's more like a $12 to $15 million commission floor. That excites me, okay? I get excited when I think about it. It started with an idea. Okay, it was a vision. We're in the process of manifesting and making it happen. That gets me up in the morning, okay? Because I wake up excited. See, I'm creating a belief system so that I can do this. There has to be a solid foundation. There has to be a belief system in order for that to happen. Because if there isn't a belief system, it's not going to do it. See, I'm thinking of the vision of what it would look like, all right? So I've imagined it, what it would look like, okay? I'm putting it on paper, right? I put it on paper and see what it would look like. I have a floor plan laid out. I have the floor plan right here in front of me. I tell Camilla every day, hey, make these changes, do this, do that. I brought in a space planner that I've been working with for 15 years, okay, to help me out through the little roadblocks to be able to maximize and be able to do that 10, 12, $15 million commissions out of here. How many inches between each space, the walkways, what it would look like. Okay, so I brought him in. I also brought him in with the expansion that we're doing. I am processing how I can get everyone to a minimum of 20 plus transactions a year. Now, I know, Ken, I know you're gonna do 40 or 50 deals. A lot of you are doing much bigger numbers, right? But that we're at least a minimum standard on the floor of 20 plus deals. So we may do 3,000 transactions a year just off of this floor. And just so you know, doing 2,000 plus, we're basically the number 1, number 2 Century 21 office in the country, okay? Just off the floor, not including home office or executive level, okay? So I'm thinking from the coaching to the training to the schedule that we recommend. I wrote out a perfect schedule. We're doing a frame just like this one here on our minimum standards that we're gonna put out there. Again, we're trying to embed stuff in your mind so that you do the 20 plus transactions a year. I'm thinking about how you dial, the systems that we use, okay, the headsets, all the little details are the things that I'm continuously thinking about, and this is part of creating that, belief system in order to make it happen, okay? Every week, I go stand at one corner, typically over there, okay, because we got the chairs and desks, I go over there and I look across the sales floor, right? And I remind myself of what I'm trying to accomplish, okay? This is part of creating a belief system. You know, I'll stand over there and I'll look across and I imagine 100 salespeople like Ken on the phones, working the phones all day, okay? That's what I am processing and imagining. This is part of creating a belief system. Are you guys following me?
Oh, yes.
Today, I'm going to Zappos, thanks to Erica. I'm going to Zappos, and that's one of the best places to work in the country, has been. And why am I going there? I'm going there to get ideas, to create solidify the belief system, to get ideas to what we're doing here on the floor, what we're doing in the expansion to make this the most exciting, the best, the greatest real estate company ever, okay? Building on that belief system. Yesterday, I took Elizabeth down the hall. You guys know that Equity moved out, right? So I had to take her in there. It's a pretty big space. And I had to share with her what the floor plan and what we did with the architect and the design and what it would look like. It was very tough because there's all these clusters of offices. I'm like, look, the wall's gonna be here and this is what it's gonna look like. And come over here, stand over here. This is where the podium where you would train and teach, you know, and trying to get her to buy into what we're doing. I was selling you on what we're trying to do.
Thank you.
Very, very tough sale here.
Buy it, Elizabeth. Did you buy it?
I always do.
See, I'm constantly selling myself, okay, on where we're going, what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish. See, if I don't have a belief system, then it's not going to happen. How could it happen if there wasn't a belief system behind it, right? So how strong is your belief system on what you're trying to accomplish? How strong is it? So let's start with that, and everything will fall into place. So let's make it a powerful week, and thank you.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment, I call it life.